What's up, guys? My name's Bernie.
And I'm Mike.
Lifestyle investing, where
Yep,
we
that's right.
invest based off our lifestyle to build that
That's
future
right.
lifestyle. Super excited,
Doing some
man.
research.
Yeah.
I'm excited too.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm excited to hear what you guys say.
Okay.
First of all, I want to say something. For all you real estate investors out there, I got a call last night at 9:30 that one of my washers broke.
What?
Dude, had to call upstairs, got online. I got to go over tomorrow, figure it out.
Yep.
So if you guys if you don't have any rental properties, expect that.
Yeah.
Actually, don't expect that.
It happens.
It happens. Dude, I'm
Yeah.
excited to hear what you guys
Yeah.
say, man.
Me too.
You know? So the last one I kind of talked about.
Excited to hear what comes out of my mouth.
So the last couple of videos I talked about a journey I'm going into, which is
Yeah.
IPO,
Right.
tech investing. And so me and Mike were just
Yeah.
talking about some ideas. And,
Right.
And, and I'm excited to hear what's going on.
I don't know what to do with my hands. So here's what happened. See, what happened was, I'm investing. I'm actually invested in the market right now in 3D printers and a company called 3D Systems.
Well, what are 3D printers?
So 3D printer is you plug some data into the machine. Say you want to make this out of plastic, this shape. You get the dimensions, you hit the play button, and it makes it.
Oh.
Yeah, there's ones that do it out of metal, and there's ones that do it out of plastic. A buddy of mine had like a quadcopter printer, printed all the parts, then he just put it together, and boom, you got a quadcopter. Yeah. They can do weapons, they can do all kinds of stuff. You can do your prototypes. So a couple months ago, maybe like 6 months ago, I was talking with a buddy about what a next big thing is going to be in the market. Like what kind of companies are we going to see really succeeding? And we got on the topic of 3D printing because of manufacturing, because they're going to start making a lot of medical tools out of it because it's super cheap, super easy, clean, really you're building it from the ground up. And actually, I've been on tours of manufacturing plants that use these, and they even have like metal ones that add metal powder to super hot lasers and etch it like that, one layer at a time, and they just build it up.
Dude,
like I've seen these basically spheres, perfect spheres made with 3D printers.
So a lot of labor is going to go away then.
Possibly.
Right?
Yeah, and one place that it's happening a lot in that basically a sector of the market that's capitalizing on this is medical and dental.
Oh, for the machines?
Yeah.
The machines themselves?
Yeah. Or no. Yeah. For the stuff that can be made.
Oh, okay.
Like even teeth. Like teeth for bridges and crowns can be 3D printed.
Dude.
Because it'll just follow the direct computer graphic, from a picture. Yeah.
We got good teeth.
Yeah. Right. We got 3D teeth. Yeah. So I put some money. So I actually did some research. There were a couple different companies that were in this 3D world. And one of them was recently purchased by GE. I actually have a limit buy on GE right now to buy $500 worth of shares once it gets down to a certain price, because I've been watching the market go back and forth. And so that's what I was doing with 3D. I bought it a couple different times, actually 2 different times. I bought it at around 14, and I sold it at 17. And
how long did it take to go up?
it was like a 2-month cycle.
Oh, okay.
So I was making $3 a share over 2 months, and
That's
I just
not bad.
invested everything from the first time into the second time, so I even made more the second time.
Yep.
So then the third time I said it. The third time I messed up, because what happened is I had the limit sell on there, because sometimes in a day it would go over. Like my thought was, if it goes over 1750 during the day, I want it to sell right at that second. And you can do that. You can set up your Merrill or your online to do that. So I did that. And then I looked at the stock price, and it was 19.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, crap, I lost $1.50. And then a couple days later, it was like 21. I'm like, oh no. And then a couple days later, it was like 23. And I'm like, oh my God, what did I do?
So was there any news that went out that it went that high, or was there?
Well, it's because it was right before the quarterly earnings report came out. So people were thinking that their quarterly earnings, because their sales of 3D printers were up. So they thought that, hey, this company's going to make more money. So the market kind of, everybody that was in the know kind of put their money in there. So then what happened is the earnings came out and it lost 21%.
Damn.
Yeah, but so here's what I thought. So I'm like, okay,
Did you short it?
No, I did something stupid. What I did is, so I was buying it at 14, selling at 17 something. And so it went up to 23, and so I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to adjust my norm, because a couple of years ago this stock was like $100 a share. If you look at it, right, yeah. Even like in 13, it was like 47, and then it climbed its way up to 100, then it dipped back down. Now it's kind of been hovering around that 15 to 20. Right now it's at like 13.
And maybe it went up that high because there was so much speculation that this was going to be the game changer.
Right, yeah.
But it wasn't the right time.
No,
yet,
exactly.
Right? There wasn't that infrastructure. There wasn't that knowledge among people.
Right.
It was probably priced too high per consumer, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they weren't making as much money as they thought. They weren't selling as many units. Because what this company really does is they sell commercial 3D printers. So if they maybe sell the at-home version, like my friend made the quadcopter with, but they sell the huge ones that make giant things. There's 3D printers that will make like an engine block. You know what I'm saying? Like there's crazy 3D printers out there.
So like the one your buddy bought, how much did that cost?
Probably like $3,000.
Damn.
Yeah, and at one point I had a thought of a business to buy a 3D printer, a nice one, and then set up an online business like on Amazon. Hey, if you want a prototype, just send me the graphic and I'll mail it to you. You know what I mean? So I would basically 3D print them something based on their graphic that they sent me.
Business idea.
It is a business idea. Yeah, take it, run with it. Yeah, right. I know.
Wow.
I know. It's pretty cool.
It's like throwing out money.
Yeah, just throwing out money. There it is right there. Just go for it.
Just catch it, guys.
Take it and run.
Boom.
So what I did, the stock went up to 23, and I was like, oh crap, now we're on a new cycle is what I was thinking. Now I thought I was going to go from like 20 to 23.
Yep.
So I put a buy-in at 19. In other words, so when it got down to 19, I put all the money in because I had sold at 17.50, so I reinvested all that capital into 19 a share. Bought it at 19, it went down to like 11.
Oh,
and so I'm like, oh no.
After the earnings, right?
Yeah, after the earnings report came out. Because the earnings report came out and basically the company said we're changing our earnings per share guidance, which basically means we're halfway through the year, we're going to change what our company's going to do this year. And they did that through releasing their quarterly report with a pro forma that said, hey, here's how we're doing so far. And so basically the numbers came out. Hey, we're doing better than we were last year, but we're not doing as good as you guys thought we were going to do because we're going to change our numbers. We're not going to give back the same amount of earnings per share. So I was like, okay. So basically I was like, okay, it's going to be another 19 to 23. I'll just keep doing that now instead of the 14 to 17. And so I didn't wait. There was that small voice inside that said, just wait, just put it in at 14 again. And then I wouldn't be hurting as bad as emotionally as I am right now because it went all the way down to 11. I didn't touch it. I didn't add any money either. I thought maybe I could add money. I didn't add money. Now it's back to like 13.50. But I have a feeling it's going to inch its way back up. Yeah. It might take a year or so, but I'm definitely not getting out of it. At this point, I'm going down with the ship, baby. I'm either going down to 0 or I'm going to wait till it goes above 19 and then readjust.
So do you think it's a good investment, 3D printers?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Dude, this is what I'm trying to say. And I talked about this last week. There's a problem of getting into something before you know what you're getting into. I had a bright conversation with a dude where I was like, hey, 3D printing is going to be a thing. I mean, eventually it's going to be a thing because the technology is awesome. And so it's just about waiting for the world to wake up with it. So I was just doing it thinking, I was thinking I was the smartest guy in the world because 2 times I had turned around a profit. You know what I mean? Bought it at 14, sold it at 17. But then I got greedy is really what happened. And I didn't fully understand what was going on. I was just like, what? It's 23 and I sold at 17 like 2 days ago? And I lost $6 a share. That's how I felt. I felt that I had lost that much money. I didn't. I actually made money because I made $3 a share. Yeah. So then I got all funky thinking, and I'm like, change the game up. So maybe that's one thing I learned. Don't change my game. If I'm sticking with a plan, stick with a plan. Another thing is do research. So immediately after I started reading about it, what happened? What's the quarterly results? What is all this stuff? So now at least next time before I put money into something, I can be like, what is going on? And so I do have that limit buy on GE because GE just bought a company. They just spent like $1 billion on a 3D printing company. So I have a limit buy on GE down at like 23.50 because I think the last time I checked it was like at 24 and some change. So I just needed to go down a little bit and then I'll buy. I've got a limit buy up there for $500 of it. And then we'll see how that goes. And I just want to start another cycle like that with GE.
Dude, that's cool, man.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm playing around. I'm trying to do the research. I'm not trying. I am doing the research. I'm reading what I can. I'm trying to figure this out. I know there's going to be some painful lessons, but I'm going to learn something. I'm not going to get out of it with nothing.
Yeah.
And for $500 for an investment lesson, I think that's a good deal.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, quick call to action.
Yeah.
Do your research.
Do the research.
Right?
Trust your gut and your system. If you have a system, don't deviate from it.
Boom.
Yeah.
We heard it from my man, Mike.
Yeah.
My name's Bernie.
Yes.
Where we invest based off our lifestyle to build that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Investing lifestyle. Love you guys.